It's been said that the beauty of life comes from the people you share it with, that success tastes sweeter when experienced together. Whether seated around a family table or surrounded by small plates at a tapas bar, the air in Spain is filled with the sound of clinking glasses and the buzz of community. And somehow, food becomes the least important item on the menu. This emphasis on the collective extends far beyond the table. It permeates every aspect of Spanish life, shaping the nation's identity and guiding its actions in times of adversity and celebration alike. Here in Spain, we'll learn how technology and tradition combine to form cloud cultures. As business leaders, too often we confuse the concept of community with consumers. But we can take some lessons from our friends on the Iberian Peninsula. Spaniards have a deep respect for their community and make it a point to show up for neighbors, friends, and family, learning how decisions, policies, and actions affect everyone around them, creating a collective that moves in rhythm towards a common goal. To help me understand the value of community and make some connections of my own, Carolina Castillo, Chief of Marketing and Operations, Microsoft Spain, has invited me to start the day with her for a cup of coffee at a local market.
Fantastic.
Hi, buenos días.
Buenos días. So, desayuno is breakfast, correct?
You did your homework?
I did. I studied, yes. I understand the meals are very important here in Spain, and there are 5 in a day?
You know, people enjoy getting connected over a meal, socially, with family, with friends.
Says I had this experience in Mexico. I think it was called sobremesa.
Exactly. Thank you. Gracias.
Gracias. Should we go outside?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. This looks great.
Is it good?
Oh, very good.
Glad to hear.
So if this is desayuno, then I think when I'm meeting with Ferrovial, it will be almuerzo. Is that correct?
Almuerzo, that's correct.
So that's like a late breakfast, early lunch.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Great. I'm really excited to meet with Ferrovial. They're a construction company, as you know, international, but started here in Spain and got their sort of roots here.
I love it how you say ferrovial.
Oh,
That
I've
is
been
the one.
practicing.
I actually will be meeting Once in one of their hotels of Ilunion. I'm looking forward to that. We're gonna have a proper lunch, like comida.
Comida. Okay. Okay.
Looking forward to talking about their approach on accessibility, inclusion. They're really an amazing company.
That's
hopefully.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And so what comes after comida then in the 5-meal plan?
Well, merienda would be next.
Okay. And so
Which
that's
could be either salty or something sweet, like a churro, for example, if
okay.
you're up to it.
I am up for it.
Okay.
Multiple churros, please. And so I guess I'll try and find one of those before I go meet with La Liga to talk about how they're using AI to improve the fan experience. Obviously, they're internationally known, but so important to the people here in Spain.
So happy that you're gonna meet La Liga. I'm sure you're gonna feel how the culture in Spain is all about community.
So you're originally from Venezuela, but have lived here for quite some time, correct?
Correct. I
Yeah.
came here more than 20 years ago, and in fact, well, my 2 kids were born here. I feel super at home
Right.
in Spain. I'm already Spanish, and I actually have learned how to make the tortilla de patatas, which I am happy to make it for you.
Absolutely.
Remember, dinner is super late,
Okay, how late are we talking?
10 p.m.
Never too late for a meal.
Never too late.
Could you show me how to make it? I'll bring it home with me.
I will try.
Okay.
I will try.
While Carolina picks up some ingredients for our evening cooking lesson, I head off to do a little bit of sightseeing on the way to my first meeting, which leads me to Ferrovial, a global infrastructure company known for building highways, airports, and even data centers. To learn more about their work connecting people across Spain and beyond, Chief Information and Innovation Officer Dimitris Bondolas has invited me to join him for a conversation. Over a meal, of course.
Hi.
Hey, Demetrius, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, thanks so much. It looks like you already ordered. What do we have here?
Already ordered tostada de tomate, bread with tomato.
Okay.
Very typical with Spanish ham. Do you want to try?
I have absolutely
Do
did.
the split?
I did not fly here to not try.
To do my best.
Okay, I'm gonna take the bigger piece. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. That's really good. Thank you for ordering.
Thank you.
Tell me about what you do for Ferrovial.
I'm the Chief Information and Innovation Officer of the group. Ferrovial is one of the largest infrastructure player operating in all continents and in different verticals, highways, airport, energy, and construction as a transversal capability with a global perspective of opportunities in order to deploy sustainable infrastructure.
Having that type of international impact and focusing on communities around the world, what does it mean to have come from this community? What does it mean to have started this in Spain on the impact you've had?
It means a lot from different angles. First of all, from the talent pool. We have been very proud to recruit along the years thousands of engineers that have grown in their career, expanded their boundaries, and right now they are globally deploying their capabilities. Equally with our suppliers. We have a network of more than 40,000 suppliers.
Wow. One of the areas we've been looking at is the ability to bridge communities, the ability to bring together people. Do you have sort of projects or efforts where you feel like, obviously you actually build bridges, so, but places where you've been these types of bridges?
The essence of our purpose or the mission that we have to develop and operate the most sustainable infrastructure always is connected with a social goal, social aspiration. No? And when you are able to connect the needs with the execution and the operation for future generation, I think it's created a natural bonding that forces us to be much more aware about the responsibility. No?
Any specific examples that you can talk about using cloud and AI?
So we have deployed systems that scan the rail track in advance at 60, 70 miles per hour, trying to identify herbs and dosify in a much more precise way the amount of herbicides that we are deploying.
Oh, interesting. So like weeds that are growing in the way of the train.
That could create a potential hazards, and we are using AI to detect the rail track and to dosify precisely. That's one example. Another one is...
that's very cool.
Another is the design of the best location of the solar panels every time we deploy a solar farm. To identify the terrain and to simulate different orientation, different configuration.
That's very, very cool. So I have a weed problem at my house. Do you sell your weed AI solution for consumers, or is it train only?
For sure, but I will have to bring the train to
the train has to come to my house
probably we'll have
to make it work.
Deploy a rail track before.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Perfect.
Problem solved.
It's true. Growing AI capabilities has helped Ferrovial on its mission to connect people across the globe. Woven into their success is a collective benefit, an underlying trust in the structures and methods that carry the Spanish people in their day-to-day activities. Meanwhile, Carolina is catching up with Alberto Duran Lopez, Executive Vice President of Grupo Social Once, also known as the Spanish National Organization for the Blind, a foundation that's been fighting for the rights and inclusion of people with disabilities for decades, and who's setting an example through Ilunion, their own unique chain of hotels.
Hola, Claudia, ¿qué tal estás? Bienvenida.
Muchas gracias. Thank you for having me and thank you for your time. It's an honor to be here. Tell me a little bit more about this hotel. I remember you mentioned that there's a very important percentage of people here who work and have some kind of disability.
You know, the first industry in Spain is tourism. Hotels are a very good instrument to create employees for people with disability and to put in the market a product like us, like this hotel, with a global accessibility in all the room, in the restaurant, in all the parts of the hotel. Accessibility that you don't mind if you are not a people with disability, you know. But if you need the special help, you are going to find. For example, it's very easy to put different glasses to identify the different type of drink.
You're definitely a role modeling, both in Spain and across the world. How many people with disabilities are there in Spain?
4.5 million. 10% more or less of the population in the world are people with disability.
How powerful it is to think that you can provide job opportunities, for that many people.
The people at home, the people with disability is invisible. If it is invisible, the problems are not going to be solved. You know, if you want to advance, if you want to go ahead, you need that the people go out.
What about the new technologies, new cloud technologies, AI?
For us, it's very, very important. Copilot in hotels to help people in any job position, and to have information, additional information to answer any question that they have. En una compañía como la nuestra, que tenemos 73.000 personas con discapacidad, el mayor empleador del mundo, tener sistemas robotizados y nos permite hacer las cosas más rápido, mejor y con menos errores.
Wow. 73,000 of employees with disabilities.
And we have the responsibility to get that the people with disability use the AI with the same intensive way than the people without disability. This is important because the AI has to learn with the same standard of quality for people with disability.
Alberto, I hope many more companies look at you and really get inspiration from you, come to you to ask for advice.
I think the people in these projects, social projects, is not only a competition, it's a cooperation.
It has to be part of the agenda for the country, and you're role modeling that. Thank you, Alberto. Thank you for everything you do.
In an industry built on inclusion, Illunion stands out by living its parent organization ONCE's values, employing, hosting, and supporting people who view the world differently. Perhaps it all stems from a culture that cares deeply about shared collective success. I'm grabbing a quick merienda churro to get that extra little kick I need before visiting a local soccer pitch. After arriving in town, my friend David called me to check out a practice session with a few of his up-and-coming players. And I couldn't think of a better setting than here to catch up with Miguel Angel Leal, the Chief Technology and Innovation Officer of La Liga.
Hey, Miguel.
Hey.
Good to see you. Thank you so much for meeting with me.
It's a pleasure. How are you?
Oh my goodness, what is this?
It's for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God. So tell me a little bit about this.
Okay, this is the official ball of La Liga. This edition is just focused on a special match day, which is the day of La Liga versus Racing.
Yeah, there's a landmark case that recently won, yeah?
Yes. For us, it's very important just to be sure that in our league doesn't exist, and then it's a way, to show our commitment with the society.
Really wonderful. Yeah, congratulations. Thank you
Pleasure.
for the ball. Absolutely.
Yeah. Later we can try.
Maybe we will. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Perfect.
David invited me to watch a little bit of his practice here, and I mean, this field, this facility, to me, it's such a strong example of how important, how much passion fans have for the beautiful game here, football. How does technology play a role in that ability to bring together these communities?
Our content is consumed by many people, young people, old people, women, men, and you need to be able to adapt. Technology is able to give us the possibility to offer wherever, whatever, and however the content to interact using technology. For this, like for example, you can scan the QR and then you can look in real time all the statistics, all the metrics. Even you can vote to the MVP. And this is something that generates engagement.
Make it all connected.
And we try to personalize and we have fantasy for the game part. And as a consequence of that, we have more than 228 million followers in social media, which is not bad.
Not bad. Please.
Yes. And we are very proud.
You mentioned how one of the things that's really exciting about what you offer is the statistics and sort of the stats for the players and so on. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure. I think that it's something very amazing because we deploy in the pitch 19 cameras just for the tracking.
That's awesome.
25 times per second. We track the position of all the players, the ball, the refer, and at the same time we take the eventing, what is happening during the match. We process this data and we send this information in real time to the broadcaster, okay?
Right.
To insert this information in the graphics. We send this information to the teams to prevent injuries.
Oh, fantastic.
And there is what we call goal probability. For this, we use AI, and then when you see a goal opportunity during the match, we're able to send all the information to an algorithm, and then we calculate the goal probability using the distance, the angle, the number of defenders, the position of the goalkeeper. And with this, the broadcaster is able to include, when they repeat the goal opportunity, this probability. And you reflect that it's not so easy to score a goal.
That's right. Well, I played a little bit when I was younger, and I'd love to see if I could score a goal.
Hi, Curry.
All right, David.
Calm down.
Let's go.
Calm
Let's
down,
play.
my friend.
Let's go.
Okay?
All right.
Come on.
Thanks again for having us, David.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Hi. Hi, Curry.
Good to see you. Yeah,
Hi.
absolutely.
Hi.
Why don't you show us what you got?
Watch and learn.
Wow.
Now show me what you got.
Okay. right. I learned everything from you. Thank you.
For the Spanish, soccer is more than a game. It's a way to foster connection. And here in Madrid, La Liga is on a mission to make it more accessible for a new generation of fans. In the spirit of shared experiences, I'm headed to Carolina's place for a lesson in Spanish cooking. We have all the ingredients for a traditional Spanish tortilla, plus lots to catch up on.
Right, Corey, it's time to make the tortilla de patatas. Are you ready?
Okay, I think so.
What do
I do?
Well, you need to work. Very thin slices.
Very thin.
To the onion. Voila. Tortilla de patatas.
Once our dinner, or la cena, is ready to eat, we sit down to discuss our days.
You like it?
Yeah.
Please
Perfect.
sit down. And you see, 10 p.m.
I know. I made it.
I told you, dinner time.
For this, I'll stay up. Please.
So I let you do the honor.
I would love to. Here, let me just take
Fantastic.
this. Perfect.
And I'll do the water.
All right, there
Thank
you are. Thank you. This is great to have learned this. Shall we try a bite?
Not bad.
That's really good.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. Exactly. Now, it's been a full day, for sure. Great meeting this morning with Dimitris from Ferrovial. He just talked a lot about how construction is really all about connecting communities, right? Whether it be planes,
that's
whether it be trains. And he even promised to come and bring his herbicide to my house and help me take care of some of the weeds at my house. So that'll be good.
Sounds great. I actually had lunch with Alberto Duran from Once and Ilunion Hotels and how they using technology, using AI to match people with disabilities with the right job to create opportunities and make sure that nobody's left behind. So super inspiring.
That's really inspiring. I'll tell you what was not inspiring was my soccer play, my football today. I got to meet with Miguel from La Liga, and he talked about how soccer creates this community of fans around the world, right? And allows connections regardless of the language you use, and technology just makes it even easier, whether it be in fantasy or whether it be in understanding stats. The power of that connection using football as the glue was amazing.
But it was fun,
yeah,
I'm sure.
It was a lot of fun. So tell me, as I wrap up here in Madrid, for you, how do you feel about the future when it comes to technology and the impact on Spain?
Well, I am very, very positive about the future for Spain, adopting the new technologies and AI to really create new possibilities for citizens, for companies, for students. It's the perfect time to really, flourish.
And perfect place and a perfect time for it to flourish.
I think
That's
so.
Wonderful. Well, now that we're finishing up meal number 5, I guess my big question for you is, what's for dessert?
Are you kidding me? I'm super full already.
I am not kidding you.
Okay.
There's something warm about Madrid. Maybe it's the passion for innovation or the hot meals shared with colleagues. But if I had to guess, I'd say it's the very tangible sense of belonging. This idea that every member of the community is valued, seen, and heard. And as we've learned from the cloud culture here in Spain, it's through our investment in a shared future, where the collective strength of community propels us towards a brighter tomorrow. Now that I've had the opportunity to test my skills in the kitchen and on the soccer pitch, I'm setting my sights on another amazing city. Join us to explore how technology and culture intersect on the next episode of Cloud Cultures.